Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Marcus Llorente, is a surprise revelation in recent times. I think the proof, perhaps, of how a change of coach and system can have such an effect on a career. I'd say he's one of the most notable all-round midfielders about. A 4, an 8, a 6, an 11, and a 10 all in one.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Now it's Marino.
Koke.
Now it's Llorente.
He is through here.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Griezmann. And it's Marino.
And here's Lewandowski. Now there's a fine ball. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and shapes to shoot!
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold
With the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Gonzalez. Now it's Alvarez. The most accurate pass.
Referee's given a throw.
Now, can they get him away?
Shot could be... There's the shot! They've scored!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Driving through the middle. And he shoots! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an...
Was that poetry in motion?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That pass isn't the best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Lewandowski. Merino. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, real chance here. This ended up in no man's land. Raul. It's a really well-measured ball. Plays the return pass. Rodrigo. And the return pass. And here's Raul. Now it's Levin. And the shot! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Inter Milan take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nice interception, well timed. Raul. Now it's Lewandowski. Now Mbappe. Might be danger. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a good foot in there. Spread it left. Oh, super ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodrigo. And here's Lewandowski. Out to the right. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Inter Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here?
With a narrow advantage, it is 2-1. Here we go again. Raul. And this is Levin. Goes for a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And that's and the finish! And he's gone looking for safety. Koke. Over to the left. And Gonzalez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Camavinga. And this is Raul. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And it's Camavinga. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Lewandowski! Relentless! Just relentless! And look at his... And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3.
He's looking wide. Gonzalez looking to run onto it. Raul did well to emerge with the ball. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Camavinga shifted it to the flank. Koke. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gonzalez gets into a good position. Pacho. Lewandowski is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Lewandowski. Mikel Merino receives it in a good position here. Shoots! Oh no, what has happened here? And they've been given a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 4.
And now they can spring out of defence. Gallagher. Nicely intercepted. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Griezmann. And that's really well manoeuvred. Jimenez. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewandowski. Closing in on goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Llorente. And he's managed to get free. Pablo Barrios. Fired deep towards the back post. Rodrigo. So what can they make of this? Raul. And this is Lewandowski. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So here comes the substitution. Sorloth getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Griezmann, el dorsal 14. Serán
Jimenez.
sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 20.
And Lenormand. And it's Jimenez. Bina. And this is Lewandowski. Spread out to the left. Rodrigo. Good ball, good take. Barrios. And it's Bina. Pass somewhat off target.
Habrá 4
4
minutos de
added
descuento.
minutes on the board. Bina makes the interception. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that is a truly outstanding save. Camavinga. And this is Lewandowski. And he's got the beating of his man. Pablo Barrios, who does have an... And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Lewandowski just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous shot, surely! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Bayer Leverkusen finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a good foot in there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Lewandowski. He's tried one! Sticks it away! 2-0 and in next to no time.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Artur has it out wide and in space. Merino, quality ball. Lewandowski powering forward here. Now it's Rodrigo. And the return pass. And the shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, that's a very decent... Has another go! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Artur making good progress on the right-hand side. Engages and forces him off the ball. Merino. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! A whisker away from making it 4.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Merino. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Grimaldo. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Shot could be on. Big chance! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Marino. And the shot! Hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's surging through. Now it's Mbappe. Goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Arthur.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Lewandowski. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out towards the right wing. Hoffman gets into some space. Lewandowski. Arthur. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's half-time here. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. And we're off again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Tapsoba.
Lewandowski.
Garcia makes the interception.
Foot in. Over to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Ball is over the line. Incoming delivery. Oh, smashing header!
Hoffman.
Gets flagged offside. Merino looking understandably energised after his goal. He shifted it to the flank. Raul. And this is Lewandowski. And he's away.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Grimaldo.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Tapsoba does really well to win the ball there. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time.
And this is Lewandowski. Oh, just skip Lewandowski! It's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Bade.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Tapsoba.
81.007 spettatori.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rodrigo. Oh, that's a key interception. Hoffman. Now it's Lewandowski. He's looking wide.
Artur.
In with the challenge. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, red, nice interception.
Tapsoba.
Camavinga does well to get it back. And he's running through. Oh, it's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cambio di giocatori.
And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And that has put paid to that. He's in a good position here.
Bade. And Garcia. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Garcia.
Camavinga gets a foot in here.
Oh, that's
Rodrigo!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, what has happened here?
Artur. Hoffman. And Garcia. And it's Hoffman.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Lewandowski. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Lewandowski. Out to the left it goes. Lewandowski takes the shot!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
He's had a chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here, and again! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Raul. That has been slung wide. Well, that pass isn't the best. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rodrigo. Raul.
There's the shot! And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
Lewandowski, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.